Hey everybody, it's Jared here with Heat Press Nation, and I'm joined by Kenji from I Can Do It Studios, and he's gonna talk to us about how to create an elevated streetwear brand using a heat press and a vinyl cutter.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so one of the first things you gotta do is you have to source premium blanks. The blank is like the foundation of your clothing. So if you source a little lighter fabric, softer items that are a little bit cheaper, like, even if you put the best materials on it, it's gonna still feel kind of cheap. So I like to use premium materials from brands such as LA Apparel, AS Color, and all these other brands that sell, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's always worth it in the end. Let me show you guys one of the stuff that I have. All right, so this is one of my premium hoodies that I sell. Not this exact design, but the same material as well as finishing. I used the Caesar 600 brick on this one, which gives this clean matte finish on a black on black. It also cuts really nicely, and you can size it as big as you want. So this one's hella oversized, which, as an experiment, I just wanted to see how big I can go, but the hoodie's nice 14 ounce, nice and thick, has the side gauzets, so you got that premium feel to it. And also the drawstrings were changed out with the metal tips. So little things like that, you can kind of embellish your blanks and just, continue to add value to something you already have. Another item I want to show you guys is this anorak that I make using a Champion windbreaker. So this Champion windbreaker, you can source it from Alpha Broder, SNS Activewear. They also offer it on Printful. So if you don't want to buy stock, you can do an embroidered version on Printful, which is pretty cool. But the key with Printful and POD services is that your margins are not going to be good. So if you want to make a little bit more money, you're going to have to source it yourself. So I use the 3M, which is an ANSI certified, reflective, really awesome material. Adheres perfectly on polyester and nylon. I also use it on my hoodies as well, so I've seen it do really well on traditional garments, jackets, and pretty much anything. So what's cool about this is that I can't tell if the camera is catching this, but at nighttime, if light flashes on this, it's so bright. And I'm an active guy. I like exercising at all hours of the day. Sometimes I go on a bike ride at nighttime, and I like to feel safe. So using an ANSI rated 3M material gives me confidence when I'm biking that I'm gonna be a lot safer than if I was wearing an all black outfit, which is typically what I wear. So another cool way to embellish something that's so simple to get. Next, I wanna roll it back to the brick. I've been making these mesh shorts a lot recently, and I just wanna show you guys what it looks like on puff as well as the brick. But first, I have this black mesh shorts. This is a 200 GSM, 100% polyester basketball style shorts, but it's definitely a little bit more elevated towards streetwear, everyday wearing. It's not just for sports, but you can wear for anything you want. I got the Puff HTV. This is from Econo Puff, but ePress Nation has their own brand, so make sure you check them out. I got the pocket on the back. We have the zipper for extra safety, and then 2 standard pockets on the front. So, you got your basketball shorts, but the way to elevate this is using Puff. Because standard 2D, it looks cool, but at the same time, everyone does flat prints. So by just using something that's a little bit more specific to that garment to really bring out the texture, the extra dimension, it kind of connects your customer in a new way where they might have never seen that before. And that's key in creating an elevated look. Is you want people to feel like they've never had that before. So that's the puff. And the other pair I have is the brick, the Caesar brick. This is actually a tester, this green one. I wanted to see how this fabric and material mesh together, as well as is it actually wearable? Does it peel off? And so far, I've worn this probably 10, 15 times. I've washed it, probably 5 to 7 times. So the wash to wear ratio isn't the same, because you don't have to wash everything every time you wear it, right? But if I wear it to work out, obviously it needs to get washed up. So far it's been pretty good. I wasn't the biggest fan just because it's a little bit blocky, but if you do a small logo like my other black pair, I think it'll be perfect. But in the way it's been done on this one, I think I'll stick to the puff. But still, nice rubber feeling. You got that high premium mesh, it just all works really well together. All right, and finally, DTF. It's been the talk of the city recently. DTF stands for direct to film. It's just a way of getting full color prints without having to do separations, and it's awesome because you just order a roll. Typically, you can go from 24 to 12, 24 to 36, so many different options. And this, I use a high quality blank from Lane 7. This is their heavy tee, 7.6 ounce, boxy fit, nice fade. And yeah, I'm just really stoked at how it came out, but making sure that you pick the right garment before you even embellish it is key to making your brand look elevated. So make sure you start from the foundation first.
Dude, Kenji, thank you so much for taking the time to share this awesome info with us. For more information on these products, you can go to heatpressnation.com and
Yeah, you can check me out at I Can Do It Studio on Instagram and TikTok. Also, my shop is iCanDoIt.shop. Hope to see you there.
see you around. Again, thank you again, man.
Thank you.